The Western Reaches has been a long-term project by Kelsey Dionne. This player's guide provides the relevant information for anyone who wants to engage with Shadowdark's sandbox setting and have new ancestries, classes, and rules for factions, bastions, and warbands. This is in addition to increased equipment and spell lists. I'm taking a brief look at some of the contents, and this overview is by no means exhaustive. The book has the same clean and concise layout of all Shadowdark material, which makes everything about the game approachable. It's pretty easy to pick up and play, even if you've never played a game like Dungeons & Dragons before. Almost none of the rules run for more than a couple sentences, and in true old-school Renaissance fashion, all the rules are really just guidelines for fun and perilous adventure. If something isn't working for you, then don't use it. I'm doing this overview as part of Independent Table Top Roleplaying Games Month, which was created by Professor DM to celebrate all the small and independent developers working on tabletop role-playing games. I'll have a link to his channel in the description, along with links to my contributions from previous years. You can take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel of another YouTube creator you enjoy, or the algorithm will fudge your dice rolls so you have a critical failure. This book provides the basics of a large setting for Sandbox Style play, both in its maps and its outline on what the playstyle and thematic elements are for this type of game. For a more general look at what that entails, check out my Western March video, link in the description. Early on, this guide gives players new ancestries and new classes, even in addition to the ones presented in the Cursed Scroll supplements. The Duelist, Necromancer, and equipment-focused Delver class are the standouts to me, but many of the classes really allow for a variety of playstyles. This flexibility is something I've admired since first encountering Shadowdark. Each new class is distinct and clear in its concepts and abilities. The expanded backgrounds, secrets, and trinkets are all a nice touch to help provide a sense of personality to any character. The factions present a new element that can give characters a chance to accrue benefits beyond just adventuring, but it can also place them into conflict with rival groups. There is also expanded information regarding the deities and warlock patrons. These two elements can be woven together to give the setting a richness and greater sense of scale, as these temporal and metaphysical entities all contend for authority, with the players choosing to help or hinder however they think best benefits their adventuring team. The renown and infamy mechanics tie into this too, allowing players to have a reputation rooted in their adventuring and social interactions. Expanded tables for equipment, weapons, armor, mounts, and boats now mean that players have a broader range of options when it comes to equipment and travel. Some of these choices fit nicely with the new classes that prioritize mounted combat, or for any player who simply wants to ride a moose across the Western Reaches. A lot of new spells are added, and this time around there are a lot more spells that correspond to a character's alignment. Chaotic, neutral, and lawfully aligned spellcasters now have a selection that only they can choose. Included in the guide are revised and refined hex crawling, camping, and fast travel rules, which are a substantial part of the increased world and places to adventure. These updates make this aspect of the game easy and its own fun component of the adventure. Again, the ease of implementation goes a long way to making this a viable part of the game, rather than just envisioning one of those Indiana Jones travel montages with the red line moving across the map. You know what I'm talking about. I am certainly in favor of the expanded downtime rules that now give characters more options on how to spend their time in between adventures, such as research, martial training, or skullduggery, to name a couple examples. I've mentioned this when talking about other third-party Shadowdark material, and I'm glad to see it here in this Western Reaches Player's Guide. There are also guidelines for the players having Bastions to create their own home base, and Warbands for mass combat. There are clear rules for the creation, use, upkeep, and improvement of Bastions and Warbands, without it turning into its own game within a game. I think this is a really fun addition that is like a scaled down and manageable version of the home base mechanic in games like Vaesen or the Forbidden Lands. Now you will need the Shadowdark main book, or at least the free Quick Start rules available on the Arcane Library website, to which I'll have a link in the description. I also think there is enough in this player's guide to the Western Reaches that even if you've picked up all of the Cursed Scroll supplements, you'll find plenty in here to make it worth your while. If you watched my previous tabletop role-playing game reviews, you know I'm a fan of Shadowdark, and my enthusiasm is still high with the Western Reaches Player's Guide. A lot of it is good, and there is nothing in here that I think is just a waste of time. But what do you, the audience at home, think? Are you excited to jump into Shadowdark's sandbox setting? Is Shadowdark your go-to OSR game, or do you prefer something else? What have you been playing and reading for Independent Tabletop Role-Playing Games Month? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my peculiar notions. If you appreciate this channel and want to support it, you know what to do. Until next time, play some good independent tabletop role-playing games. Live and be well.